How millionaires build wealth. Well, I know this and I've done it in 8 industries. So yes, I'm a millionaire in 8 industries, about to be number 9. And then we'll see, I might even strike another 10 before, I walk off the planet. So I have my eyes set on a few other industries and assets that I want. So what do you want? First of all, if you need to be a millionaire, then you need to follow this implicitly. It's a 3 to 5 year millionaire plan. Get it, do it. So the few things I'm going to talk about on how millionaires build wealth is I want to talk about how do you make extra money, like really put extra money. I'm talking 6, 7 figures in your pocket so you can then invest it. Number 2, I'm going to talk about debt and how you use debt and don't get out of debt. And in this interest environment, inflation environment, it's critical that you learn how to leverage and arbitrage. Lastly, I'm going to talk about investing for really great returns. A whole package to reduce your taxes. So if you want all of that, I got it. I know how to put it together. I integrate it. So let's talk about number 1. How do you make more money? Right? So as you make more money, you got to put way more money in your pocket. So if you are a W-2, like if you're a wage earner, right? Somebody pays you, you have a job. The goal isn't to go get a job 2, job 3, and actually just have all these jobs. The goal is that you become an entrepreneur. Now, you may not see yourself as an entrepreneur, but you need to start some side hustles, whatever you want to call them. You need to do it inside of a corporate structure because a corporation, the company allows you a lot of deductions. It allows you to write off this. It allows you to write off your vehicle, do a home office. You could do wardrobe, you can do officer and director benefits. There's all these benefits that are deductions that you can actually utilize when you're in corporate structure. So the money's made inside the company, not to you, not as a sole proprietor. You are already a W-2 earner and you make too much money already, so you don't need any more money. And what you're going to do is move a lot of those life expenses that are deductions out of your sole proprietor yourself and give them to the company. We'll teach you legally how to do all that stuff. I have huge teams of people around me that will do that for you. They do it for me, and we live corporate life. So if you don't know how to live corporate life, because I made up the term, I want you to go to our Millionaire Intensive, and down in the description is always 2 free tickets available at all times for you. So go grab them, bring as many people as you want. And once a month, we teach an 8-hour class, 10 to 6, and you get a marketplace, which means you can come there and marketplace. If you've already been before, come again and come again and come again. Why? Because 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, the last 3 hours, you get to sell your stuff. And you say, well, I just don't like selling like that. Too bad. If someone does not give you a credit card, you are not making any money. Just because you intend it doesn't mean it's going to just show up in your bank account. Someone has to pay you. ACH, a wire, Bitcoin, Zelle, I don't care how you make money, a credit card. Someone has to pay you for a product or service that you provided to them. So what are you good at? What are your skills? What are your interests? What are your hobbies? How do you make that a business? Come join us. Let me teach you how to make money. I'll have a program that a lot of you probably need that have never been an entrepreneur before, because that first $100,000 is the hardest money you'll ever make as an entrepreneur. Why? You don't know how to market as an entrepreneur. You don't know how to sell. In fact, you've already decided you hate selling, so we're going to get you over that. And you got to understand how to manage cash flow and pay bills strategically. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is good debt and bad debt. So as we go into this debt conversation, how do you leverage debt really smartly and in a healthy way to really leverage and grow your wealth? Well, most people would tell you, right, Dave Ramsey, Susie Orman, most traditional firms that teach money or think they teach money, actually they don't even teach money, they just hold your money and give you fees for it. But they're going to tell you, go be debt free. We're going to say you're going to manage your debt. See, debt is just the cost of money. Write that down. I say this over and over. Many of you don't know it. Debt is the cost of money. So when you can get debt, credit cards, lines of credit at 0% for 21 months, it's free. You can do the same 21 months and go get a hard money lender. You're going to pay anywhere between 12, 15% and probably 3 or 4 points. So why would you pay that much when you can actually get 0% money? Yes, you're going to be in debt. Yes, it might look and breathe like a credit card. Who cares? It's what you can do with it that's going to help you leverage it. So a lot of the reasons why most of you won't go into good debt is because you don't know what to do to make the money to pay for it or have an investment that can actually pay for it. So you don't know the real dynamics that create a healthy debt structure to create good debt to leverage. The obvious things you should never pay off are your house. Like, why would you pay off 2 and 3% loans? Now, if you got caught and trapped in this high interest rate and inflation environment just recently and you're over 5%, then I think you should restructure your home loan. But if you're down in the 2s and 3s, leave it alone. It's cheap money. Student loans, cheap money. EIDLs, cheap money. That's actually, I told my son the other day, that's generational. For 3.37 or 3.25 or whatever that EIDL was, I mean, why would we can arbitrage that inside the company. We can use that to grow. So why would you ever pay off that kind of money when it's not available anymore? Why would you pay off a car loan unless, again, it's above 4 and 5? Now, 4 and 5 is my new number. So if you've watched videos from before, I would say 0 to 3 is low. But right now, with interest rates as high as they are, inflation as high as it's going to stay, write that down too. It's going to stay. People, get it together. You can't ask for a high wage and increase salaries. Everything's gone up. So when the wage increase is stuck so high, what are you going to do? Like take the money away from the people you paid? Not going to work that way. That means the prices are going to get passed through to the consumer and we're going to have inflation and it's just going to be a new way of living. It's just going to become the new norm. That's going to be exciting for everybody, which means you're all going to make more money. Now, before I talk about the last point, I want you to subscribe to my channel. I want you here 5 days a week. We are here, family friendly. 5-year-old and up can listen to this channel. It's all been edited and buffered to be family friendly for you. I raised my kids as a single mom. Yeah, had a few marriages in there, but that really didn't work out very well. We have this theme, a man is not a plan. So women get to the playing field, men get to the playing field. You all have the ability to make more money, invest more money wisely, use debt wisely, use every tax deduction possible. And if you're not a U.S. citizen, a lot of our folks, as you grow and as you become wealthier, you end up with an American company because our structure is so much more beneficial. So again, I want you here 5 days a week and share, make comments. If there's topics you want me to talk about, put it in the comment section. And again, if income is your number one problem, you need to go make money. We have a 100K program. Again, that 100K is the hardest money you're going to make. We have a guarantee, 365 days, you'll make $100,000 doing whatever you want to do. We're going to guide you, mentor you. And then I have a very strict 52-week protocol. You do everything we say for 52 weeks. Most people by about month 8 or 9 are making 100 grand and on track. So then they upgrade to the big table and away we go into the whole community. And then the last thing I want to talk about is the importance of investing. Right? You've got to invest and you've got to do it smartly, and it should be double-digit returns. If anything's less than that's acceptable, then I would like to educate you a little more. And you say, well, I don't know how to invest. Well, I have a great book. It's called Wealth Cycle Investing. So inside Wealth Cycle Investing, you need to invest in depreciating assets. So if you just put it all in the stock market, you're going to end up with more tax, more capital gains. So you got to buy real estate, gas and oil, mineral rights, water rights, IP, aviation. There's all sorts of ways to use other investments. So to get a low tax return, it's not only the money you make and the deductions and the corporate structure and the trust, it's how you invest your money. No one's telling you that. Everyone's leaving that part behind. So get it to the forefront and notice the integration that we just put together for you. It's why what we do is so different than anyone else in the world. And there isn't another company. Go try to find one. They all segregate, just like the financial services world. Some might offer tax, some might offer corporate structures, some offer trust, some offer financial planning, some offer insurance. How are you putting it all together? That's where we come in, help you advocate and navigate for that generational wealth. So how do you build generational wealth? You make more money, you leverage debt, you use all of as much income as you can in corporate structure, and then you invest it wisely. The pattern of millionaires and people with generational wealth is make it, invest it, make it, invest it. It is not make, spend, and then be debt free. That's the pattern of the broke. We are the Millionaire Maker community. So if you want to roll and do it quickly, 3 to 5 years, we know how to do it. So if you have any questions at any point, go to askloral.com, ASKLORAL, ask questions, make requests. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Go read my books.